Hi, and welcome to our video on the 7 symptoms of C-PTSD. Now, while PTSD is widely recognized, C-PTSD is often actually very much misunderstood, and it can be even more challenging to navigate through it. So in today's video, we'll take a brief breakdown of the 7 key symptoms that differentiate complex post-traumatic stress disorder from other forms of trauma-related disorder as well. So whether you're personally affected by complex post-traumatic stress disorder or maybe supporting someone who is, understanding these symptoms is incredibly important for effective healing and also recovery. So before we dive in, remember to subscribe here to my channel and stay up to date with our latest research and also breakthroughs in psychosomatics and trauma recovery as well. So let's dive right into and explore what complex post-traumatic stress disorder looks like and how it impacts people who experience it. So the first biggest culprit is intrusive memories. So people with complex post-traumatic stress disorder, they often experience reoccurring distressing memories or flashbacks of traumatic events. And these memories can be very vivid. They can be incredibly overwhelming, making it very difficult for a person to focus on the present moment. The second biggest one also is emotional dysregulation. Now, emotional dysregulation, this involves more difficulty, for example, in managing our emotions, leading to a lot of intense feelings of anger, sadness, or fear. And people with CT-PTSD, they also tend to struggle with mood disorders and mood swings, and they find it incredibly challenging to return to a calm state after being upset. Another point, number 3 here, is avoidance symptoms. So there's a lot of avoidance behaviors in CT-PTSD, and this involves also steering clear of reminders of trauma, such as maybe certain places, people, or activities as well. Now, this avoidance, this can also extend to emotional numbness or also detachment from others that really truly can, it's most like a defense mechanism to subconsciously help them to prevent them from reliving trauma. Now, a really big one that a lot of people struggle with also is dissociation. Now, this is when a person have, for example, feelings of disconnect, right? Feeling disconnected from yourself, maybe feeling disconnected from the environment. And this can come forward as feelings like detachment from reality, experiencing almost like gaps in memory and feeling as if though you're observing your life from the outside of your body. A lot of people also call it the fishbowl syndrome. You're feeling like you're this fish in the bowl and life is just happening around you and there's this thick glass between you and your outer reality. Another point also is interpersonal problems. So people who feel challenged with CT-PTSD, they often have tremendous difficulty in forming and also maintaining relationships. And this can mean that people tend to struggle with trust. They experience a lot of fear of abandonment. People feel unable to connect emotionally with other people. And this can lead to a lot of isolation and also conflict. Now, another point also is cognitive distortion. So CT-PTSD can lead to negative thought patterns and also beliefs about a person, meaning themselves and the world as well. This can, for example, be feelings like worthlessness, hopelessness, or that the world is a dangerous place. And these distortions can reinforce feelings of fear and helplessness. So it's almost like it just becomes this cycle. One perpetuates the other, and it just becomes never ending. And it can cause a person to also tremendously struggle in developing a healthy self-esteem. Another point also is health problems. So health problems is quite on the rise when you start to also look at post-traumatic stress disorder, and especially the complex post-traumatic stress disorder version of that. So a lot of people who have CT-PTSD, people have a lot of chronic problems like chronic weakened immune system, chronic pain, IBS, a lot of heart problems, often even skin rashes, a lot of anxiety disorders as well. Fibromyalgia is also quite, becoming, we're actually building more awareness of this now, right? So we're starting to able to diagnose these conditions more. I mean, we've had it for so many years. We're just finally able now to finally label it. So this can also be as a result of long ongoing trauma. Now, what's the difference between post-traumatic stress disorder and complex post-traumatic stress disorder? A lot of people ask me that. So post-traumatic stress disorder is normally the end result of, often in most cases, a one-off traumatic event, and the symptoms of it lasts maybe for a month or so. It can be longer. However, complex post-traumatic stress disorder is often due to abuse ongoing. It's not just a one-off event that took place, like a car accident or a natural disaster, or maybe sexual violence. It's ongoing. So the person often feels like, and it's best described as an inescapable trauma that they have to experience on a daily basis. So the trauma is actually reinforced. So this is normally often also the difference between the two. So when you look at complex post-traumatic stress disorder, people who tend to be challenged with that, they struggle a lot more with psychosomatic elements as well. And that's also what I'm really well known for, is having written also this big book about 722 medical elements and the psychosomatic stress of that for adults. I'm not saying everyone who had these ailments had complex post-traumatic stress disorder. However, people are just more susceptible to that. Right? So you're looking at especially heart problems, the immune system, which we already touched on, and so much more. So I hope that that helps. It was a short, brief introduction to that. If you want to learn more about trauma recovery as well and psychosomatics, join me also for my weekly masterclasses at matmasterclass.com. And also I have coming up in October my level 1 MAT trauma recovery course. We have the level 2, which is a 5-day advanced version of that. We have the women's retreat coming up live in person in Bali in October as well. And we have so many other wonderful retreats coming up later in the year. You don't want to miss it. So please do have a look at my website and see if something rings true to your heart, and come and join me. And if you have any more questions, email us, let us know if there's anything you would like us to address. If you have any topics for me to tackle, let me know. I would love to make a video for you. And until next time, take care, guys. Bye.